Here we go!
Hey, what's up, Blue Blurs? This is GamerBlake90, your proud chief of the Blue Blurs, presenting you with a playthrough series for a non-Sonic game. What a surprise, huh? But while Sonic will always remain my highest priority when it comes to this channel, I do in fact have other interests related to video games, and guess what? Mario is one of them. I grew up playing Sonic games and Mario games. I think the first Mario game I ever played would be the original Mario on the Nintendo, but I hadn't actually owned a Nintendo up until the N64 came out. So technically, my first Mario game that I owned would be Super Mario 64. And I just replayed that on Mario 3D All-Stars and 100%ed it with every star in the game, which was something I never did as a child. But we're kind of getting off track here, aren't we? So yeah, guys. Welcome to my playthrough series for Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. Though at the moment you're only seeing the Mario 3D World portion, as this is essentially two games in one. And I didn't have the pleasure of experiencing the original Mario 3D World when it released the Nintendo Wii U, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago. I think 8. Didn't it come out in 2013? I really don't remember, but either way, I'm finally getting to experience this game even if it is a tad late. And something worth noting here, but when you sit in a title screen doing nothing, the weather conditions immediately change. Something I hadn't realized up until I just played this game last week in an effort to practice up with this first video, so I thought it was really cool. Right now, the only environmental condition I haven't seen to play that would be snow, and you'd think that Mario games tend to cover like every environmental condition, including winter weather, so maybe we'll see it at some point in this series. Anyways, go ahead and get a new game rolling. And we're gonna pick our character. You can choose up to 4, and each of them have their own respective stats and abilities. Mario, of course, is basically the all-rounder. He doesn't excel at anything. He's essentially the basic character of the bunch. So we're gonna start with him, but I am going to give the other characters their screen time as we progress with this playthrough, so don't worry about it, guys. Luigi, Peach, and Toad will all get their respective turns. And as we progress with this video, I'll explain what each of their capabilities are in case you aren't familiar with them. But for now, guys, let's dive right into Super Mario 3D World with, of course, Mario, because who else would you start with? This is a Mario game. And here we have the first cutscene. You might have also noticed there's been a change in my recording setup, and I should explain that. I had actually recorded this episode for this playthrough back when this game came out in February, but by the time I was finished with it, I wasn't really satisfied with the quality of the playthrough, as it didn't do it justice. Like, it didn't look like you were watching a HD video as much like a 480p video. Streamlabs really knocked the quality down to something I would not have liked, so I decided to delay it and redo it some other time. But here we go, guys, with the first cutscene. Mario and Luigi smack that warp pipe around for a loop, and we've got what looks like Navi's cousin from The Legend of Zelda. Or is it pronounced Navi or Navy? I honestly don't know. Maybe someone could help me with that. But whoever this is, she comes to us letting us know that Bowser is, as usual, up to no good. And it looks like he went by Hyrule and stole all those bottles from Lon Lon Ranch that you would put items inside, including fairies. Link was actually a bad guy at some point, and now it looks like Bowser is taking a page from Link's book. He shot the fairy inside that bottle. Oh no! Oh, Peach, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Bruh. You'd think that after all those games Peach went being kidnapped, she would exercise a little more caution around a weird warp pipe completely made of crystal and with weird light energy inside of it, but instead she just jumps in it like a maniac. So everybody else has to follow suit. And here we are in what looks like a brand new dimension that will in turn take us to the first world of the game. Help, she says, help! By the way, does the fairy have a name? I honestly don't know. And look at Mario just standing there going like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But come on, Mario, you should be accustomed to interdimensional travel by now. You've done this like, how often? Don't answer that. But yeah, this is a world map for the very first world, although that much won't become obvious until you head on over here. You can also go around the world map breaking the question mark blocks to add to your coins. And just like in Sonic games, for every 100 coins you get, that should be an extra life. At least I'm relatively sure of that. Anyways, go ahead and get into the first stage, World 1-1, Super Bell Hill. Let's go, Mario says. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm really sorry this playthrough took like longer than it should have for me to start up. I was so ready to fire it up the day I got the game. And so far I'm having a blast with it. I haven't gone any further in the first world, of course, because I wanted to save that first time experience for when I could record it for you guys. Although by the time I finished recording the first episode, I had already played the entirety of the first world, so unfortunately no live reaction to this stage, but those will come in later videos. Anyway guys, what we have here is a cat suit power-up that I believe is specific to 3D World. It kind of reminds me of that power-up in the classic Mario games where if you picked up a leaf, you were basically given what looked like, well, I really don't know what animal the suit was modeled after, but it allowed Mario to fly. I'm sure y'all know what I mean. It's been a while since I played that game, honestly. Now, you can't fly with this, but what you can do is perform what looks like a dive bomb of sorts. After you jump and you press the X button, I think the Y button works too. Yes, it does. So when you jump and press either X or Y, you'll do a swipe attack, and you're in mid-air, you'll dive bomb immediately after. I think you could cancel it by letting go of the button early. Can you? Yes, you can. And you return to a neutral position, which is really cool. And of course, while you're moving, you can keep the X and Y buttons held down to eventually run, just like in the classic Mario game. This is essentially a classic Mario game, but in somewhat of a 3D setting, and I say somewhat because, well, I'll explain in a little bit, but first let's take these Goombas out. And if you see those panels right there that look like the prints of a cat, you can run up them if you have the cat suit on hand, which is really, really cool. Gives you a lot of possibility with every world. And I should take that back. You honestly don't need panels like the one down there to climb up walls. You can climb up any wall in any stage. Except maybe under those meeting special conditions, so I had yet to find any walls like that. But yo, dude, look at this. This comes as no surprise because Mario games are known for being colorful, but my god, these have never failed to blow me away. In terms of animations. Always loved that much about Mario games, and Sonic games too. Another thing I love is that the controls are always relatively simple and easy to follow, and there are infinite possibilities behind the control schemes in either Sonic or Mario games, which is awesome. And no, that wasn't intentionally endless possibilities though, because I said infinite, not endless. This, well, by definition, there really isn't a difference, but you know what I mean? Also, there are 3 green stars in each level. You saw me pick up one a bit ago, and the other 2 should be over here if I'm right. That was quite a long fall. Alright, we're gonna touch that checkpoint, so if you end up messing up and you lose a life, you'll respawn from here. But for the first stage like this, which is basically a tutorial stage, I don't really see that happening, so you should be fine. And oh, look at this. It's one of those rabbits from Peach's Castle in Mario 64. Anybody remember that game where if you caught the rabbits, they would give you a power star in return? Well, they're basically doing the same thing here, only this time it's a green star. And again, there are 3 per act. You're gonna want to, I said act, oh my god. Terminology with Sonic game is already finding its way into my commentary for a Mario game. I don't think it will come as a surprise to anybody though. And yo, look at that. You can actually store away a power-up item for later use if you're already wearing a power-up. Again, something that was commonly seen in the classic Mario games. I think it became a thing since Super Mario 3 for the Super Nintendo? No, the original Nintendo, my bad. It was either that or Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. One of the two. That much I'm sure of. But we better hurry because we have a time limit for every stage, and right now we're down to less than 200 seconds already, but luckily we can pick up this clock to improve upon that and add 100 seconds to our timer. So, we're not in any hurry right now, and yo, that is a huge bunny right there, like, oh my god, what is this, Wonderland? But we're not Alice. No, we are Mario! The best jumper in the world. Anyway, there's a reason I'm coming over here. As Giant Mario, you can break those blocks by running over them, and then you can find this last green star just down here. And as far for getting out of the area, you could either take that block or I think you can wall jump your way back up there. Can you? Yes, you can. What's up, man? Oh my god. Okay, now there's a breakable block down there, but I gotta remember how you can get to that. And you know something I found weird about this game? We have cat Goombas. So the Goombas are basically like, you know what? I'm sick of Mario getting all the power-ups in the game and you guys at Nintendo leaving none for us. So you know what? We're gonna take a cat suit for ourselves. How's that? And you know what? That's totally fair. You gotta level the playing field somehow. Oh yeah, let's pick up these coins. I'm like 35 away from 100, and that should definitely give an extra life once we hit that amount. Oh, and sometimes when you pick up a coin, others will spawn to form a path, exactly like this one. Is that extra life? Oh my god, we're like 1 coin away from it, but I think we skipped over one just a bit ago. It should be, yep, there it is. Let me pick that up real quick. And, oh yeah, baby. Extra life. And I think if you jump up the top of this flagpole, you can get another life, just like that maybe? Or no, just 10,000 points, that's fine. So that's it for the first level in World 1. Now, I hope you guys like cats, because you're gonna be hearing that sound an awful lot in this game. Oh yeah, and there are stickers you can pick up in every act as well. Oh my god, Blake, stop it! This is a Mario game, not a Sonic game. Are you for real? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to upset any Mario purists out there. Give me a chance, please. I'll do good by you, I swear. But yeah, that's it for World 1-1, and here we got World 1-2. I don't know if I said this earlier, but you're gonna want to make it a point to pick up as many green stars as you can so that you can get into the boss level, which is a castle at the very end of this course. I think that takes like, what, 12 green stars or maybe 10? Whichever it is. By the way, we're gonna change characters. We're gonna go over to Luigi before we go into World 1-2, the Koopa Troopa Cave. And yes, you can press the B button to change your character before you start a level, which is really, really fun. That's gonna add a lot of flavor to this playthrough, I'm gonna tell you that much. And the Koopa Troopas make a return, and I almost lost my cat soup there. Thank God for my insane reaction time, am I right? Actually, I had to be honest. I didn't mean to press the X button, but I happened to time it just as the green shell came back onto the screen, so that was pure luck right there. Alright, so as per tradition for a Mario game, the second stage is going to be an underground stage, and of course I would lose my cat suit. But honestly, I was going to anyway because there are Fire Flower power-ups in this stage, so I was gonna have to trade that anyway. And I got a cat suit stored away so I can use it later if ever I need to. There we go. Well, okay. That shell's not gonna be too useful to me. I was hoping to use it to break all these blocks, but that's no bueno. Oh yeah, and I said earlier that each character has their own abilities. In the case of Luigi, I believe he can jump higher than Mario, and he has somewhat of a floaty jump, meaning it takes longer for him to get back to the ground. I think if you keep the button held down, he can make the best use of the floaty jump, like that. Yeah, gotta keep it held down, and then before he comes back down, he will certainly take his time. He's floaty like that. Oh yeah, and if you ground pound then jump, you'll immediately jump out of the animation from the ground pound at a much higher arc than you normally would. So I think in the case of Luigi, it's about the same as a standard jump, though the ground pound jump is a little bit higher. And of course, you can move these pipes as effortlessly as, well, anything, honestly. Can we do a somersault? Yes, we can! So by running and pressing either ZL or ZR and then jumping after, you'll do a somersault. Just like in Super Mario 64. There's a fair amount of abilities to memorize here, but the way to use them is insanely easy. Kind of like how Sonic has a variety of abilities in Sonic Mania with the drop dash, the spin dash, and the insta shield, all of which revolve around the jump button but involve different directional inputs. Alright, let's take this warp pipe and keep it rolling. And there is a green star. I actually almost died there. I got really anxious, oh my god. Dying in the first world, that's just embarrassing. Oh, by the way, let me get back over here. There's actually a hidden area you can reach by going up here and then running down this hallway right here. It's gonna spawn these coins when you go through this pipe, and then there's a gold warp pipe that'll take you to basically a treasure trove with these green shells. You can then knock them all around the area, and as they keep moving, they're gonna generate coins out of thin air. I wonder if I can make them hit the blocks in the center as well. Yes, I can. and breaking them myself gets me absolutely nothing, and I basically went and wasted my fire flower by accident. That was quite a show, huh? But yeah, thought it was worth noting. So yeah, from having played this world for practice, I basically know the entirety of the first world, so I can pick up all the green stars for World 1 in this video, while showing off a couple things here and there. Okay, we gotta take out these Koopa Troopas real quick, and we've only got 10 seconds to do it to get the second green star. Easy as that. It'd been a lot easier if I hadn't lost my power up a bit ago, but whatever. I'll take what I can get. And yes, these Koopas can jump back inside their shell if you knock them out of it, so I suggest defeating them real quick before they can do that. And yo, look at this. Enemies can go through pipes now. Yo, that is insane. But it does make sense. It's just that I don't think these possibilities were a thing in older Mario games, so it's always fascinating to see Nintendo take things up a notch with each and every Mario game, including this one. Now, I'm trying to remember if I'm missing anything because I don't want to overlook a green star or a sticker. I think you get a sticker if you get all 3 green stars, do you? Or is that a separate item? I'm trying to remember. Oh god, I'm already suffering from amnesia right now. This is embarrassing. Oh yeah! If you throw fireballs or otherwise perform any kind of motion near an invisible block, you'll actually see a faint outline of the block appear briefly before it goes away again. So that's pretty nifty there. Like that just now. I threw a fire flower and it went past that invisible block and there it is. You saw the faint outline. So if you're in the mood to do a little exploring and you think there might be secrets you might be missing out on, the fire flower is basically a flashlight, so it's really good for that. And there's our last green star. I'm trying to remember, did we get a sticker? Or do you get it by getting all green stars? I can't remember if I picked it up. Did I? I'm not sure if I did. We'll check when I get back out into the world map. But for now, that's it for World 1, 2. Luigi time, yeah! I'm no Charles Martinet, but I'm trying, okay? Clear score is 75,000. Not bad, not bad. And the sticker screen didn't come up this time, so apparently I did miss the sticker. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go pick it up. Okay, there it is. I found the sticker. So I wound up missing that warp pipe that was right above us, and well, it was right here. So you do pick it up separate from the green stars. Okay, good to know. It's kind of weird I forgot that minor detail, but at least we got it figured out. Okay, I'll see you all back out in the world map. Alright, so we got our third sticker, which is a Mario coin, and we're back out in the world map. And yeah, you do have to beat the stage in order to keep the green stars you've collected, as well as that sticker. Just a note worth making there. And it looks like we've got ourselves a baddie on the world map right now. Counts sort of a separate level, and he has 1 green star in his person too. I think you get it by beating him. We're gonna let Princess Peach take care of this situation. Time for her to take matters in her own hands instead of letting herself get kidnapped like every darn near time, am I right? Alright, there we go, there we go. And that green star show up in the middle, there we go. I'm not gonna be able to get all the coins in time, but that's perfectly fine. This wasn't gonna be that extensive a level anyway. It's just a mini game essentially. By the way, Peach has a floaty jump, just like what she has in Super Mario 2. You keep the jump button held down and she'll be able to float, although I can't show it off here in the world map right about now. I've gotta wait till we get into a stage, which will be this next one. And if I remember right, it's that mountain stage where you climb up and up and up, and eventually you find a hidden area in the sky that gives you, I think, another green star or the sticker, one of the two. And this would be an item house. They'll typically be in the shape of a mushroom, and I'm forgetting how they work, but I think you play some sort of mini game to get an item at random. Let's take a look at it anyway to make sure that I'm delivering the correct information, because I hate misinforming people. Okay, so this is a toad house. Welcome to a toad house. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. So it's a small box and a big box, but intuition tells me that the game is baiting me into picking up the big box. I don't think I'll like that one. Woo! Yo, your boy made a good read, and now we got Cat Peach. Although we swapped it out for the fire flower that we had a bit ago, which I really do like. It makes it so we keep a variety of power-ups on our person rather than having 2 of the same one. That really adds to the variety in our gameplay. Plus it's there to fall back on in case we lose one of our power-ups. Anyway guys, let's go to World 1-3 with Princess Peach herself. We're gonna stay with her because we only got to play with her in a mini-boss level, we'll call it. So I'm gonna give her a little bit more screen time. And as I said, she can float, whether she has a cat suit on or not. And oh my god, look at that. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really cute. It's like she's riding a bicycle in midair with that kind of, that waving animation. Oh, we got a pair of binoculars. Because we're near one of the fairy companions that, should be familiar with the green fairy that got kidnapped and is held prisoner in the first world. It seems like I bet. Alright, so there's the first green star. I'm gonna climb over here as well. And there's another one looking directly at the very top of this mountain, which should take us very little effort to get to. Now, I know that the Mario 3D World portion of this game isn't exactly new other than the upscale graphics, I believe. So you probably clicked on this playthrough expecting me to play the Bowser's Fury part of the game, and that's totally understandable, but as I said, near the start of the video, I haven't played the original Mario 3D World, so I want to play that first, and then we'll get to Bowser's Fury. So, sorry guys, if you were hoping for Bowser's Fury, you'll have to wait a while for that, but hopefully not too long. So there's a warp pipe inside here. The power blocks really came in handy as they break a lot of items at a fairly wide radius. And there is a power switch. It's gonna generate blue coins we've gotta pick up before the timer runs out. You'll hear that tick-tock sound while the timer is in effect. Not a reference to the social media app TikTok, by the way. Don't misunderstand me there. I just now caught that. Second green star collected, and we are out of there. So yeah, I am gonna play through Mario 3D World first, and then we will get to Bowser's Fury. So give me time. I'm gonna cover the game in its entirety while I update my Sonic Unleashed playthrough as well. That one has been updated since February, and frankly, I feel very embarrassed about that. We gotta get around to fixing that. Matter of fact, I tried to update that playthrough just last weekend when I realized that my save file wasn't where I needed it to be, so I wound up having to delay it. Oh my gosh. Sometimes content creation can be a tedious thing to keep up with, but I'm trying, okay? Alright, let's catch this cat Goomba. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Y'all know I had to say that, come on. The theme of the game demanded it. Cloud platforms, let's climb on up here. Yo, this is looking like a playground. It's making me think of those are playgrounds that were indoors at McDonald's restaurants. Anybody remember those? They should still be around, I think. Okay, we got a wheel right here that we can activate by clawing at it while in cat form, and we can jump inside this cloud, which will generate a warp pipe that will serve as a cannon, blasting us up here into this hidden area, and we can pick up this power star and go right to work. Hey, yo, you piranha plants don't belong in Super Smash Bros. Get out of that game. This is your retribution. I'm just kidding, by the way. I had no issue with Piranha Plant being in Super Smash Bros. I will admit, that was one heck of a surprise reveal when the game came out. Sakurai is a madman like that. And I love it. Already mad enough to have, like, what, almost 90 characters in Smash Ultimate? That guy does not know the little thing called breaks, and frankly, when development for Ultimate is done, he deserves a long break. But this is a Mario game, not Smash, so let's stay focused. Gonna jump back down here, and we have all 3 green stars in our possession, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the end of this stage, which shouldn't be very far off. Out of this oversized piranha plant, there's nothing to it, just attack it, and then attack it again while it's unconscious, and it goes down immediately. Big enemies like that don't really take all that much effort to beat, but again, this is the first world, and I don't know how the other worlds are going to play out. I'm assuming there's like 8 worlds in total as per your typical Mario game, maybe a little more than that, I'm not sure, but we will see. So anyway guys, that's it for World 1-3 with Princess Peach, and she sounds awfully weird trying to meow like a cat. Like, what is this obsession with cats? I bet Nintendo must have more cat people than they do dog people. But hey, that's cool. I respect innovation. So 10 green stars so far. Is that enough to get into the castle up ahead? I'll answer that in a little bit, but first we got 2 levels getting unlocked. Oh, have you tried connecting and playing with friends? Just connect online or with other Nintendo Switch systems to try multiplayer up to 4 players. To begin online on local wireless play, press RCR. I'm not gonna feature multiplayer right now. Maybe some later videos, I will though. Okay, the castle level isn't unlocked right now, so I can't see the requirement for how many green stars it needs, but that's alright. We'll get to that later. And oh, look at this. We actually have a Captain Toad level. While we're here, we may as well go ahead and play through it. This is a really interesting mechanic with this Mario game, or feature I should say. You have to play as Captain Toad, but in comparison to the 4 basic characters, he's extremely limited. And I'll explain that a little bit. Yo, Captain Toad, fearless hunter of green stars, is ready for adventure. Guide him safely through the course in his search for 5 green stars. Make sure to get all 5 in order to take them home. Move the camera with the right stick, or I think it's left stick plus a button. To see the course from another angle. And just so you know, Captain Toad can't jump. That's what I mean by him being limited more in comparison to the other characters. He can't jump like at all. If you try to do his, goes, and that's about it. He can run, but he's very, very, very slow. So you have to be mindful of that when you're trying to maneuver around enemies. I don't know if he can take more than 1 hit, but I'm not going to try to test my luck. And speaking of which, I never touched upon the health system governing Mario games. But it's basically like the classic games, of course, only this time as you start each level, you're always going to start at your regular size, which means you'll have 2 hits to spare. You take 1 hit, you straight to half your size, and take another hit, you die. But unlike in the classic Mario games, you never start from a miniature size, at least not that I've seen so far. If you beat a level as mini whichever character you're playing, basically when you have 1 hit point left, you'll go straight back to your normal size. But before I get back to that, let's pick up this last green star and finish off the first Captain Toad course. That was pretty easy, but again, first world, so the point of it is to let you get your bearings. I love that weird animation of Captain Toad, though. It's adorable as heck. In general, Mario games are quite adorable. That's no exaggeration. So 5 more green stars. Does that unlock the final level, though? I'm curious. Oh, you can use right stick to control the camera in single player mode on other courses, too. That's right. And I never showed that off while playing through any of the stages, did I? At least I don't think I did. But that said, you can't exactly rotate the camera in a 360-degree angle like what an actual 3D game would suggest. There are like limitations to how far around you can move it, but you can zoom in or out to get a better perspective on areas like this. But I think the only thing you can do when you're actually playing a level is move the camera to the left or right. I don't think you can zoom in or out during the levels, but let me confirm that real quick before I make myself look like an idiot. We're gonna go to World 1-4, Plessy's Plunging Falls. I'm gonna switch to Toad this time to give him his turn to play. Now, as far as his own capabilities, aside from the cat suit, I honestly don't know what sets Toad apart from the other 3 characters. I haven't really noticed anything, aside from the fact that maybe he's faster than all 3 of them? That's my guess anyway. I don't think he can jump quite as high, though. But yeah, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we got Plessy right here. We're gonna be controlling her through this course. And by the way, if you want to basically go for a 100% playthrough for a game like this is one of the few stages that you're gonna have to play more than once to get all the green stars and the sticker for it. So, Plessy, control your speed by tilting up and down on left stick or right stick, I guess. Jump by pressing B or A, one of the two. I always jump the A button. When playing with friends, you'll find that you can turn faster and jump higher when everyone's working together. Something to note if ever I decide to collaborate with other YouTubers for a Mario 3D World playthrough. That's definitely an idea. You know, ever since I started posting Sonic content, I haven't collaborated with anyone. I need to think about that. But yeah, we got that remix from Mario 64 for this water course. There's some fun stuff right here. So we're gonna come up here. If you pass through these red rings, they will generate 8 red coins. So you pick all of them up. That's gonna get you an extra life, I think. Does it? Yes, it does. Extra life, baby. Let's go. This game is such a love letter to a lot of Mario games, I feel like. There's Mario 64 references, there's classic Mario references, and so on and so forth. Really awesome stuff, man. I really missed out on a gem of a Mario game like this. Oh yeah, there's a hidden area behind this waterfall that should take you to, yep, a green star. And then, if you time your jumps off of these wooden rafts like that, it'll really send you really far up into the sky, and it'll make it so you can clear areas a lot easier like this. And we got ourselves a power star. Start to bother with these guys, and there's our last green star right there. But I jumped right over it. Crap! Darn. And we missed the sticker too, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to play this stage again. But we're gonna go ahead and finish this one up. I'll just pick a different character to get the sticker and the third green star. Might as well. Oh shoot, I almost forgot to, you know, use the catsuit ability so I could actually get to the top of that flagpole. Because if you attack while in mid-air in a catsuit, it prolongs your aerial mobility. Like, it keeps you airborne for longer before you actually start falling back towards the ground, which is really useful to know. Help you clear gaps a lot easier. And I believe by beating that level, we've unlocked the boss level. That should show the requirement for how many green stars we need to get in there. Oh, and that unlocks a slot machine. We're gonna have to give that a look at some point. But first, how many green stars do we need? Just 10, so I was right earlier. It was either 10 or 12, but most likely 10. And we already need that requirement, but we're not gonna go in there just yet. We're gonna jump back in here and finish the job that we left unfinished earlier. And this time I'll let Mario have his turn. I gotta be a fair man after all. So we're gonna jump back on Plessie here. And off we go! Da, 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 Man, this is so nostalgic for me. Played Super Mario 64 when I was like only 6 years old. I've beaten the game since, but I had never gotten every single power star. I think I found that an unbearably difficult task at the time, but now that I'm older and, well, wiser, I know better. Really glad that Mario 3D All-Star was a thing because it allowed me to make up for having never gotten all of the power stars in Mario 64. I'm also playing through Sunshine and Galaxy as we speak, but haven't beaten those yet. I don't really want to, honestly, because I want to save that for YouTube content. Although I've already beat all 3 of those games in my life, so there's not really much to share in the way of live reactions, I guess, but yeah. So this time you have to come this way to a very, very long, winding turn, and you had better keep that stick tilted all the way to the left, because if you don't, chances are you are bound to fall headfirst into a gap and die. So be very, very careful there. You don't want to waste any lives. Even if they are incredibly easy to get in Mario games, I've noticed. Now, let's try that again. Can you get that green star? What?
Bruh.
We missed it again! Bruh. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully we can get it this time. You know what they say, third time a charm, right? Third time a charm, third time a charm. Come on. There we go, we actually got it. Third time is the charm. And that's all the green stars in this stage. Thank goodness. Now, when it comes to other worlds, I can't guarantee, but I'm gonna be able to get all the green stars because again, those will be my first experiences of each and every world that comes after this one. So, I would not count on this being a 100% playthrough by any stretch of imagination. But because I happen to know how to get all the green stars in World 1, I've decided to, break away from custom for a bit and make it so we pick up every green star in this video at least. Which is probably getting long as it is, but you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. And trust me, I am. Now we got World 1-5. I'm going to let Luigi go over here to the circus act. Switch Scramble Circus.
Luigi time.
Aptly named considering the console we're playing on, right? Alright, let's pick up these coins. And yeah, these panels in the ground, they start as blue question marks. By standing on them, you flip them into yellow exclamation marks. And if you do that to every single panel that's within sight, it sets off an effect. They all turn green, and basically you can progress through a level. It's pretty easy to figure out, I'm sure. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, this stage is, for a circus, pretty darn good looking. It's some fun stuff. And I'm always a sucker for good visuals. Oh yeah, we got bounce pads. What's up, Sonic? But yeah, we can use these to launch ourselves in the air just like that, at a much higher jump height. And we can use it to basically keep ourselves from turning any of the blocks back into blue after having already stepped on them. Oh yeah, bees, 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 bees. I've expressed plenty of times since Sonic Rebel Blast 2 that I hate bees, and these games never listen to me. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. We could do without them. But yeah, pick up this last, not this last one, I'm sorry. This first green star that you can easily miss if you don't think to come up here first. So, showing that to you guys in case you're missing out on where the green star can be found. The other two should be within plain sight. Wow, yo, these star-shaped lines, let's go! God, this is one circus I'd be glad to go to. And that says a lot coming from me because I tend not to think too highly of circuses, honestly. But I've been to a couple times as a kid, and they were fascinating to say the least. I'm surprised I remember going to a circus at all, considering that it hardly ever happened. But I think I messed up here. There's 2 more of these panels up there, but we can easily fix this. If you land on a panel and turn it back to blue, just jump on it again, and the same effect will be applied. And that's an easy fix right there. Oh wow! Invisible coins! Don't mind if I do. And yo, this music, dude. This just gets you really chill, dude. That's what I love in soundtracks like this. And after Sonic games, they go back and forth between giving you a chill vibe or a hardcore vibe. And I jump back and forth between preferring either one. I'm open to any form of soundtrack, honestly, as long as it's good. That's all that matters to me. Though what is considered a good soundtrack or not is usually subjective. So we're gonna switch back to the Fire Flower power-up, and for good reason, because we can use these to break open crates a heck of a lot faster than if we were to just jump and ground pound them, so that'll save us some time, which is really nice. Because you can't stay in those hidden areas forever. There is a timer in effect, and you gotta pick up the green star before you run out. And look at that! Cammy Koopa! Gotta avoid this guy, and I think I can use that. Yeah, there we go! What I tried to do there was use that moving platform to carry my fireball across that gap so I could take that enemy out, and worked out really nicely. And as you can see here, there are these smaller blue clocks that, just like with the giant green clocks you've seen earlier, they'll add to your time, but they contribute much smaller amounts. Instead, you'll just get 10 seconds per clock as opposed to 100. But they're still worth picking up. Cause say you're like me and you want to stay in a level longer just to enjoy the visuals, you don't have all the time in the world, so you better make it a point to add to your clock whenever you can. Definitely worth noting. Oh shoot! Actually managed to turn that panel back. I wonder what the heck was going on there. Was I moving off a bit? Cause I don't think I was. Ah well. And there's our sticker up there. We're gonna use the wall jump to grab it, and now we're gonna finish off World 1-5 with the boy in green, Luigi, the protagonist of Luigi's Mansion. And bruh, I have to apologize. On my older channel, I was doing a playthrough for Luigi's Mansion 3 that went on for like, what, 8 or 9 episodes? I think 8, and I never finished it. So sadly, before opening this new channel, I've had a terrible track record of finishing non-Sonic playthroughs. I have yet to finish one, actually. But I assure you, that same fate is not going to befall this series. I will see it through to the end. Hold me to that. It's not easy juggling multiple playthroughs, but I'm gonna do my best to follow through with my word. So yeah, we're gonna check out the slot machine level. Okay, so we've got 4 randomized blocks. Hit the blocks, make the pitchers line up. You could win up to 777 coins. That's basically 7 lives in one fell swoop. Wow. Crazy. Let's see me get that lucky though. I find that highly unlikely. Okay, we got a fire flower, a cherry, a bell, and a cherry. I don't think it's gonna give us much. But, okay. Oh, these coins you don't pick up. They're just visuals. They already get added to your account. So at least we came away from this with something. That's good to know. And I believe by now we picked up all the stickers and green stars from every stage that we've been through, including that mini-boss and the Captain Toad level. So yeah, that's all of them. That means now the way is clear for us to go to the boss level for our first meeting with the big bad himself, Bowser. You'd think this guy would get tired of having his butt handed to him by Mario, but no. It's almost like he relishes the conflict or something like that. He's not actually hoping to win, he just wants something to give him purpose. So yeah, Bowser's Highway Showdown. And ironically, after being captured by Bowser so many times, Peach is going to walk straight into the heart of Bowser's own castle to take matters into her own hands. Now, if only you solved all your problems that way, Peach, I wouldn't have to rescue you every time. But yeah, it's a relatively simple castle stage, but really nothing to it. These soccer balls actually double as bombs, so be very careful not to set them off. If you throw a fireball at them, they'll explode straight away, but if you're in cat form, you can actually smack them away. Matter of fact, I'm thinking I might want to make that switch in a little bit. But first, we'll pick up these green coins. That should give us a green star. Yes, it does. 1, 2, gotta take out that guy real quick. And there's our first green star. How do you use the other power-up? Oh yeah, by pressing up on the D-pad, you can pull out the power-up that you got stored away and use it. And just like before, if you've got another power-up active, it'll be stored away immediately. So you can swap between them at will. And that's really good. Oh, I didn't know there was this blue clock at the top of this wall. That's crazy. I just learned something. But I didn't initially know about World 1. And my god, look at the reflectiveness of the water down there. Like, holy dang. That is pretty, so to say. It's really, really pretty. Can we break these blocks? No, we can't. Trying to figure out I can do a flip jump like in Mario 64, but I don't think I can. So you know what? The cat's claws are out. Let's get them. Now, as I said earlier, you can smack the bombs away in cat form. So you can do that to find the sticker inside that cluster of blocks right there. For those of you that are missing it, now you know. Alright. Gonna generate that wall, but it will not stay up forever, so you better make the most of it while you can, because there are blocks like this that will generate a lot of coins the more that you hit them, but not forever. There are 3 more blue clocks down here too on top this swamp. How generous. And as far as your wall clinging mechanic while in cat form, you cannot stay clinging to these walls forever. There is a time limit, so if you're gonna move along walls, you better make a decision real quick. But it seems like you have a generous amount of time to decide what you want to do before you go sliding back down, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna cross this bridge, and there is that green star at the top of that set of Goombas, so we'll take them all out, and pick up the last green star. That's all of them in World 1, as well as all the stickers. Now, we got a score to settle with Bowser. All those games he spent kidnapping a helpless princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Peach demands retribution, and that's exactly what she's going to get. You go, girl. Take that warp block, and we're gonna come to the final part of the castle level, which is looking an awful lot like a highway, hence the name of the stage. Okay, where's Bowser? There he is, and can we talk about the model of this car? I don't know whether to call it cool or ugly, given the make of it, especially the face got in the front of it. This guy is such a narcissist. Alright, in cat form, you smack these bombs back at him, and that's pretty much all there is to it. But if you aren't packing a cat suit with this boss battle, what you just do is run at the bombs, and you'll kick them back at him. But because you won't be kicking them up into the sky like you are right now as Cat Peach, it'll take you way more hits to dismantle Bowser's car and finish the boss battle. Not to mention, he'll alternate between throwing fireballs to put lava on the ground or the bombs. But in cat form, this boss becomes a cakewalk. See ya, Bowser? I've always found it funny how Bowser has a voice actor, but he does little more than just grunt, roar, laugh, all that stuff. Yet in Mario Sunshine, he had voice lines. Like he said, "Mario, how dare you disturb my family vacation?" Well, crap, that took a toll on my vocal cords. Whoops. I'm not gonna even try dipping my toes into the pond of voice acting. At least not right now. I can't handle deeper voices like that. And look at that. The damsel in distress. She must have been cooped up inside that bottle this whole time, and that can't have been fun. And this is coming from a guy who would willingly capture pink fairies to save his own hide in Ocarina of Time. Yes, I'm a Zelda fan. Just letting you know about that. And that is it. Fittingly, Princess Peach is crowned the queen of her own castle. And that is it for the very first world of Super Mario 3D World. And again, I have no idea what Fairy's name is, but we're gonna call her the green one. The green thumb. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're going with. Green thumb. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind. So yeah, that's it. Green thumb. And 24 green stars, too. We literally got ourselves a green thumb collecting all of those stars, and for the better. Ah, she got herself a hammer out, but what's she gonna do with that? Wait, that's not a hammer, that's a bell. My bad. I must be blind. And wow, she generated a warp pipe out of thin air. And you can see in the distance, there's something like a desert region. Because every second world in Mario game is a desert state for some reason. I don't know why. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and come on over here to World 2. And there's a castle over there. And this time there is another fairy's friend, but she's in yellow. So I guess that maybe be calling her Yellow Thumb, but that doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Yellow Daisy, Yellow Flower? Whatever. That's a pointless thing to wonder about. We'll revisit it next video. At any rate, that'll do it for the first video of this playthrough for Super Mario 3D World. I hope you guys enjoy this opening to my next playthrough, and rest assured I'll be updating it as often as I can. I make it a point to cover a variety of content, and that includes playthroughs with Sonic mods, official Sonic games, and obviously official Mario games, although I don't think those will be as commonplace as Sonic playthroughs, but we'll see. I do enjoy Mario games all the same though, so expect to see them here and there. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop those likes and comments before you go, and to keep up with my content, just hit that sub button and ring that bell. We've been ringing a lot of bells in this game, haven't we? But yeah, that's one bell you're going to want to ring so you don't miss out on the series as it progresses. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you watched, and I will see you all next time. Until then, peace out. Blue Blurs for life. I'll see you later.